Just want to take a moment to read what I think is a really interesting text. And it comes from Rick, who's a Manchester United fan in London. Stop it now. Rick says, if Manchester United, if memory serves me right, the previous manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and his staff, Mike Phelan, Michael Carrick and Kieran McKenna, took over a troubled club. United finished 5th, 3rd and 2nd in the Premier League and went unbeaten away from home for over a season and a few months, as well as having 2 good European League campaigns. Had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his staff been backed and given 5 years in their project instead of 2 years, 11 months, the team might be flying now as top 4 title challengers. Look at the jobs that Carrick is doing at Borough, McKenna's done at Ipswich. That coaching staff team could have taken United much further if they'd had the owner's backing in 2022. We'll never know. We'll never know, sadly. But it's interesting food for thought, isn't it? Thank you very much indeed for that. Now, as we just discussed with Simon Clare a moment or two ago, it looks like we're in for a 3-way title race this season.
Into Jota arriving on the penalty spot to poke it home.
This is a Premier League title winning performance.
Their games through to December, for me, are going to show the real Liverpool.
To write Liverpool off right now, I'll be hesitant about that.
Hope we can continue now after the international break.
I think that it's still going to be Manchester City and Arsenal. I just think those two sides, when you look at what they have.
Separate ball, lovely ball, Martinelli! Brilliant goal from Arsenal! Comes inside, Brian Manning just gets on his left foot. It's a brilliant ball to the far post.
I don't think there's a better crosser of the ball from that ball to the far post.
Chance after time in open spaces, in closer spaces, we need to score many more.
He gets Saka and seals the point for Arsenal. The full-time whistle. Manchester City extend their unbeaten run to 30 games in the Premier League, but they had to come from behind.
It was a really tough game. We knew it before.
Good chances, Fulham should have put them away, and the result looks like it could be very different. So what does that say about City, that they're not quite what they were?
They look like they're missing an edge. Even when they look like they're under pressure or let teams score first, they still just go on and win the games. They're like an absolute machine.
There are 3 teams capable of winning the Premier League title this season.
3 teams capable of winning the Premier League title this season. We spoke about Liverpool there with Simon. Are they genuine title contenders? 03717 223344. Mo has called us this morning. Morning, Mo.
Good morning, Mo.
How are you? Good?
We're top. We're in great form, mate. What do you think? Are you impressed with Liverpool?
I'm very impressed by Liverpool. I was actually a bit upset with you boys because all I was hearing all show was how Saka's apparently world class and blah, 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 blah. But nobody has really talked about Liverpool, you know, and the world class talent that we have.
Where? Apart from Salah?
What do you mean apart from Salah? What about Van Dijk?
Yeah, I'll give you that
what
one,
about
maybe.
Alisson? He's world class. What about Trent? He's world class. What about McAllister? He's world class.
I know he's won a World Cup. That's an argument for a different day. I'm not sure about world class. World class has got to involve a lot of things, mate. I'm just for the record, I didn't think Saka came into that category. But in terms of your team, obviously you think you're more than capable of winning the league this year. Then
I think we're definitely not just capable. I think we should be talked about as title favourites. And it annoys me when nobody considers us title favourites. We have the most world-class players. We have more world-class players than Arsenal, for sure. Man for man, we're better than Arsenal. We keep hearing this Arsenal facade that they're going to win something when they've never won anything, when none of their players have won anything. So it annoys me.
How many points ahead of Liverpool did they finish last season, Mo? Just remind me.
How many trophies have they won over the last few years? How many Champions Leagues have they won?
Yeah. Look, as far as Liverpool are concerned, were you worried when Klopp left?
I wasn't worried when Klopp left. To be honest, I thought his time came to an end at a good point. And I'm happy with the new manager, and we're title favourites.
He's been great.
That's what I'm going to say.
I think the new manager's been great. I wouldn't say a lot of Liverpool fans were worried, Mo, but you'd obviously have a little bit of a concern to see how the new manager came in, prepared his team and how he did. But it's very, very early stages in the season, and I've reckoned that the disappointing result that they had at home against Forest. I mean, they've obviously Forest have proved that they're more than capable of getting results. The disappointing result that they had against Forest looks to be a little bit of a hiccup. But your next 2 games, unless I'm mistaken, Chelsea and Arsenal.
No, I'm not worried about them. And the Forest result wasn't a hiccup. We're at the top of the league, you know, and you should talk about
Forest wasn't a hiccup.
It was barely it was a slight.
What was it then if it wasn't a hiccup? As a matter of interest.
Sorry, can you just look at the table again? Who's top?
Yeah, no, you're sitting top of the table, but I'm baffled you're not calling that a hiccup.
Hey,
anyway,
Mo, there's every chance you'll be top of the table at the end of the season. That's my view anyway. Look, thanks for the call, mate.
Thanks for the call, mate.
Lucy, who's the Charlton fan, says moaning Mo gave up harassing sports bar is now harassing breakfast. Funny guy. And Ash, the Newcastle fan, said it's moaning Mo from the sports bar. He wanted club out for years. I've never heard him so positive.
God, that's another one. Agent 792. Cut Mo off. He's embarrassing.
Yeah, and Simon the Villa fan says there's another typical Liverpool fan deluded. Well, you know what? I'm not so sure he is deluded. You know, I said from the start of the season I think Liverpool will be there or thereabouts.
I'm not sure Agent 792 spelled that correctly, but no, that was good. Everybody's got an opinion on it, Mo.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Man City's 3-2 win at home to Fulham on Saturday means they've now gone 50 games unbeaten at the Etihad. It is unbelievable. City boss Pep Guardiola was asked about the incredible achievement after the match.
When that happens is because we have to win games like today. So we can win a 4 or 5 goal. Okay, we did it in the past many times, but to win this run, you have to win games like the opponent is really, really tough. Because we were not bad. The opponent is really, really good. So the people sometimes underestimate always opponents, and the opponents are really bad. Look, Brentford today, 5 goals, and here we suffer. So in this part of the season, the problems that we have, but still the team is alive and happy for that.
Yeah, and still going really well.
However, they missed some chances for them, Jeff.
Yeah, they did. Particularly Traore. Which was interesting afterwards. I mean, you saw Pep put his arm around Traore afterwards. He said no player in the world can control him. I mean, if that boy could finish, what a player he would be.
Like I said to you, Jeff, I got my boys down the stairs when I was watching it, right? Where he goes with a run with Kyle Walker. I mean, Kyle Walker's lightning quick as we know, but Traore is just an absolutely different level. Now he goes through, and I'm saying to myself, just knock it round the goalkeeper and tap it into an empty net, because your pace, your momentum, the goalkeeper can't move his feet. But as soon as you have a shot, it obviously gives him a chance to save it, which he did do. But I cannot understand for the life of me, with the pace that he's going, just take it with your left foot, continue your movement across the goalkeeper and knock. But I suppose that's one of the reasons. You look at Timo Werner, the exact same.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of get caught up in the headlights, you know, in front of goal.
And Fulham, by the way, they've had a great season. And Marco Silva doesn't always get the recognition he deserves. Look, have City got an issue defensively? I'm looking at some of their results this season. These are games they've won, but they conceded against Ipswich, they conceded against West Ham, they conceded against Brentford, finished 2-2 against Arsenal, they conceded at Newcastle, and they've let 2 against Fulham, you know, and I look at the defenders they got on their books and I'm thinking, well, how's that happening?
Well, they'll certainly, kind of obviously I'm going to state here, they will miss Rodri. I don't care what anybody says, and you would expect them to. I watched them up at Newcastle when they played Rico Lewis in there, who did well and he's a good player, but any team on the planet would miss somebody the quality of Rodri, no doubt about it. I mean, the question sitting in front of us here, do you think Manchester are still favourites for the title? I didn't have them favourites. I mean, you've gone for Liverpool and I've gone for Arsenal, and the reason for that was I just felt there's more improvement in Arsenal than there was in Manchester City. Could Manchester City win the league? Of course they can. I mean, they're a different class, they've got some fantastic players, but I just don't think at this moment in time, and you're right, they give up chances and give up goals. I wouldn't say they've totally reached the stage where they're now at the stage where it doesn't matter how many you score, we'll score more than you. They've not reached that stage, but I just think some of the goals that they are losing would clearly be a concern, Jeff.
Mo has caused a text storm. He wouldn't know hiccups if it hit them in his face. Please cut Mo out of the phone book. He's not a typical Liverpool fan. I refuse to be lumped in with Mo. In fact, I'd rather he supported another team.
Mo's getting involved.
Yes, Sam says, Jeff, on behalf of all Liverpool fans, can I apologise for Mo? We are contenders for sure, but we'll know more about our challenge after the next 2 matches.
I did think you need to lighten up a wee bit, but I don't think he's deserving of all this stuff that he's getting.
Hey, Ali, it's nice that Mo's getting the stick and not you and me for a change. Okay?
That's very true.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.